Okay, I have tablet envy, I'm not gonna lie. I love my iPad, I love my iPad, I love my iPad. I love my iPad. But like me, she's tired, she's worn, she's seen her better days. She has not been upgraded, you know. I did upgrade the hairstyle recently, so you know, thank you. So I've got bangs. Anyway, we are gonna upgrade you with all the features that you want, and frankly, all the features that you deserve. But here's the caveat. This is the only time this year, and you know, when I say if you've had tablet envy, this is the tablet that all other tablets want to be when they grow up. Arguably the tablet that everybody measures their tablet experience by. You just choose your memory and then your case color. So at this point, Bill and I sold out of the silver with the white bezel in our first presentation. This is it. We're in the hundreds remaining on your individual colors. So now we have our black bezel with the space gray. And Rick, this will be the next one to go, right? The black bezel with the space gray. Or when I say bezel, just so you know what I'm talking about, frame, if we call it frame as well. So that's what we're talking about when we say bezel. Here's the white bezel with the gold chassis. Isn't that sharp? And then on top of that, we are going to include your Bluetooth keyboard, your case, your headphones. You're also getting a water-resistant sleeve, which is perfect for the summer months because, you know, you're going to the beach, the ballpark, what have you. And then, a drop the mic moment, technical support. 2 years included for free. So I hope that you do this. And you know what, Bill, today really should be the day that I upgrade. I've been complaining about the fact that when I looked at the graphics, and we're gonna feature the 128 gig, which is crazy. So you're quadrupling your memory for, you know, a nominal upcharge. The big thing for me is when I should probably grab her, the iPad that I use is almost a decade old. Yep. It was one of the first ones that we sold here at HSN. I still use it because it runs like a champ. But I want the new operating system that Bill's gonna demonstrate because I'm doing things with my iPad that I never anticipated doing with my tablet. I use it every single day. I wake up with my tablet, I go to sleep with my tablet. I love my tablet, but it's time for me to upgrade. But my whole point is, almost a decade ago, it was probably 8 years ago, give or take, with a montage of Shannon's, it was a 32 gig, and I spent almost $1,000.
And the thing is that then you're like, am I gonna use it that much?
I did.
And now, I was making fun of you before.
I know.
You've spent more on shoes and you wear them once or twice a year.
No,
but with a tablet like this that keeps up, that can be entertaining, can be engaging, but what you really aren't realizing is you are lacking for speed and performance and power. And this bundle is literally the largest bundle we've ever offered before. You're getting more bells and whistles that you wouldn't get in a store. So right now, I'm watching stuff on my tablet.
Wow.
It's in this protective sleeve. We've never offered this before. It's water resistant.
Oh, holy cow. So, even when you do that, that's just like,
it makes you nervous, right?
It does make me nervous.
Whether you're out by the pool, out near the lake, on a boat, or just you want to watch a movie in the bathtub, take this with you. Yeah. Because you're walking away with Apple. That one that started on. I'm going to take it out of the sleeve because this is really where you get excited about it. The original one wasn't in gold either.
No, it wasn't. I know, and and it's so funny because mine is, I know you've got a comparison. Actually, this must be the same series that I have because the bezel was a lot bigger. It was a lot clunkier. And the thing is, now I realize it's still lightweight in the original capacity that I have, but it does take up more room in my handbag. I do not leave home without it. I really don't.
And the thing is, we talked about my aunt before, who, she was a little leery. Am I really gonna use a tablet that much? I do my banking and everything on my desktop. I don't need, why do I need it? Right. But then when you realize you're in bed and you're like, oh, I got an email, reply to the email, oh, got a bill, pay the bill, because you can take this with you everywhere.
Awesome.
But you know what she did? She bought a no-name brand, and it lasted her about a year. And then she's like, oh, I like watching Netflix, so I'm gonna buy another one. Right. But then she finally, after going through 2 or 3 tablets, she realized, I should have just invested in Apple from the beginning. For sure. Because again, as we've talked about, this one still works. And if this is the one you have, like Shannon or someone else, upgrade. Yes. Hand this off to mother and father for Father's Day. Give yourself a treat. Give this one to the kids to, get all sticky with gaming during summertime. And this is for you. And what the big evolution of this and innovation is, it's the operating system. Right. You still have a great front-facing camera. You have still a high-definition rear-facing camera, high-definition video. One thing I can't stress enough, you're getting a legitimate Apple product here at HSN. Why is that cool? you're getting it on FlexPay. But also, you can take this into the Apple Store. They don't know that you got it here.
They don't care.
They honor it and still stand by it.
They do.
One thing you won't get at Apple is 2 years of additional tech support. And think about it, 2 years down the road, I'm gonna walk into a hotel room. How am I gonna get it to sync or do something? Total Tech Premium, 24 hours, 365 days of the year, will be able to hold your hand. Hook it up with a printer wirelessly, sync it with my phone. But the true big evolution is what you're gonna see is you're gonna come down here to your settings, and mostly you're gonna have this little red dot. We've already updated this one, and you take it into settings and you update the operating system to the latest. And what are some of those bells and whistles? It does a lot, but I want to show you just real quick way to learn what it does. Go over here, look for this light bulb tip moment,
that is so
because
cool.
it really just takes you through a variety of different user options. Everyday essentials, fantastic photos, how to make it Apple Podcasts, Apple Music, master messaging. So it really just makes it user friendly, but this is where you see the difference. Multitasking to the extreme. So right now I'm in photos, which is great. If I wanted to maybe drop one of these photos into a text message or an email, I would normally have to close it down, open my emails. Now we have that multitasking capability. I can pull up windows right down here, different options. Maybe we'll do an email. Drop up my email. It shares the screen time.
That is so cool.
It has the ability.
I love that.
Isn't that great?
I love that.
And the thing is, sometimes, you know, you're reading something over here, you want to write something over here, you can do that. How do I actually get this in an email? This is, again, Apple being user-friendly and intuitive. I want this picture to go here. How do you do it? Why don't you just take your finger, because this makes, we'll take our little angel, since you've been an angel tonight. And I just drag and drop it. It's that simple.
Isn't that great?
You don't need a cursor, you don't need a stylus, you need your finger, and you have those with you.
That's it. And you know, the thing is, you don't need, even though Bill does an amazing job on the air, and you certainly don't need me to tell you, Apple really has no peer. I mean, iPad really has no peer in the world of tablets. Problem is, though, not only is this El Finito, this is it for the year. It is the biggest package that we've ever offered. It is also exclusive to us here at HSN. You will not find this anywhere else. I love that FlexPay. And when we say, no, it's not something that you're getting at the Apple Store, I mean, come on, for less than $100, $88.33 on your credit card gets us at home. And what's so funny, when Bill and I were doing that first hour of time together, I think I was still waking up, because when I saw the graphic, I just assumed when I saw that $88 FlexPay, because my eyes are not what they used to be, I thought that graphic was for the 32 gig. So I thought, oh, $88 for the 32 gig. So I thought that you'd be spending like 129 or 119 just to get the 128 at home. And boy, oh boy, you're gonna want that memory, because you will live your life. This to me is certainly one of the most important things in my home and in my life. I use it absolutely every single day. And if you already have an iPad, I know you already feel the same, but this is the day that we get you to upgrade. Maybe this is the day that we get you your first iPad. So we're giving you all the extras, all the bonuses, all the goodies. Remember, if you want it, it is for this hour and this hour only. We have 9-month VIP financing. So if you use your HSN card, you're looking at $47.77 on your 32. You're looking at $58.88 on the 128 gig. And wow, wow, wow. I want you to get this in your hot little hands, because for me, and I know I shared this experience in our first presentation, I originally bought it to kind of disprove or prove Bill wrong. I really did, and that is the God's honest truth, because
challenge accepted.
I would, you know, because I think, oh, people, they rave about their iPad. You know, I was all hoity-toity about it. Those people, because I used other systems and this and that and the other thing, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna get it at home. I absolutely, without question, thought I was gonna send it back. I did. And part of the reason I did that is there is a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So I almost was like, you know, Miss Stinky Pants. I'm like, I'm gonna prove Bill wrong. And I thought I was gonna send it back. And I can tell you, it was easily one of the best purchases I have ever made at this network in over 22 years. And I can't think, boy, some days I don't even turn on my television. It might be the only thing in my home that I can say I use every single day. I panic if I don't, You've
turned around and gone home and got it.
I have turned my car around.
Let's be real, we like to be engaged, we like to be connected. Our phones do a lot for us, but sometimes the screen is a little too small and we want to be able to have more options. What really this gives us is the benefit of larger screen, easier to get your shopping done. I know, Shannon, you like to do your shopping, so you have your apps. And the one thing you have in terms of the apps, I want to jump into the app App Store.
No. Oh, hey, by the way, just as an aside, speaking of shopping, you might want to ask about these private eyes.
Private eyes.
You know,
those are great.
just because that can kind of lock out that camera. If
a lot
you
of us are worried about all the cameras, whether it's front or rear facing.
Right.
Private eyes actually just adhesively goes over it. And I'll show you in a sec how it just slides up and covers your lens.
Perfect.
Which gives you that privacy when you need it. But more importantly, all the apps that are out there, we've always heard about. It's innovations. We had a barbecue today that had an app. And the thing is, those app developers, they designed a specific standard.
They do.
The Apple standard.
Yes.
And the thing is, what does that mean? It is better graphics, it's more intuitive, it's easy to use. And if it meets the Apple standard, it goes on the Apple App Store.
Right.
So a lot of the stuff we've been showing today, there's that app for that. So I wanted to show you, like I go down to my tablet right here, I have an app for, you know, the printer, I have an app for learning, Rosetta Stone or my GoPro, I have my home security system, which is my Canary camera. And the thing is, I know it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So when you get new devices, you know it's gonna work for Apple.
Right.
And the thing is, I'm gonna just calibrate this right over here. And it's like, looking at my camera, look how crystal clear that is.
Yeah.
I can pinch and zoom. Who are those two in the corner? Hi.
Okay.
And the thing is, we're able to do that, but also because it's a smart home, and maybe you like wanted to be a smart home, but you're like, oh, how does that work? When you have the right way to use it in terms of an Apple device, because it was designed for Apple, you can go to your smart home, turn on and off the lamp. You're checking in on the dogs, or you realize, oh, it's dark at home. I want to turn off the lamp. You can go to your app and turn off the lamp. Did I run all the way back home to turn it off? No. No. I have the ability to turn it off via an app.
So smart.
Do the same thing, turn it on. That's the option and the power of what you get out of Apple and convenience.
By the way, do ask about the smart plugs if you want to do that with any of your appliance lights, you know, things at home. Is it a little 2-pack?
It's a 4-pack.
It's a 4-pack. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And I mean, these are phenomenal. It's the coffee maker you want to turn on from bed. It's the lamp. It's the holiday decorations. As I was saying, there's an app for that. This value is just phenomenal in terms of being able to have a smart home. And that's just it. You like listing real estate or an apartment, it's a smart home because you can control things and it's easy.
It is easy.
And really what it comes down to making Apple so successful and a lot of the devices we're showing you tonight, it's easy. If it was too complicated, it wouldn't be worth it. And what's also made it even easier, if everyone else's testimonial, is that 2 years of tech support.
For sure.
Which we've never done before on a tablet.
So at this point, Rick, how many, do we have like a amount of the 32 gig? How many are left on the 32 gig? Okay, there are fewer than 1,000 now remaining, so on that 32 gig. So just keep that in mind. You choose the bezel choice and then your case or chassis, and then of course we're throwing in all the extras. So we have the Bluetooth keyboard case, the headphones, the earbuds, the 2 years of technical support, the water resistant sleeve. Choose the gold, the red, or the black in your case and Bluetooth keyboard options, and then choose your memory and your bezel. You know, big thing is though, it doesn't matter if you're banking or if you're shopping or if you're doing job searches. I mean, you think of all the things that we do in our life. There is no downtime. I am so much more productive with my iPad. I really am. I don't dread how long I'm going to have to wait in the doctor's office or at the dentist office or, you know, getting the hair colored and you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Every moment of my day is now more productive and frankly more fun. You know, it's a great little babysitter. It's a great tool for families. If you think of it this way, most schools recommend iPads, and not only that, there are so many specialty programs that are designed for iPad and apps that are created exclusively for iPad. Bill, it was a few years ago, but one of the nicest calls that we took on the air was from a woman who had an autistic child, and there are a lot of programs and, you know, specific learning mechanisms that iPad develops. So they just are really the forefront. They are the creators of the most ingenious, user-friendly technology, and frankly, that just makes it more fun. And the fact that you're getting it for a little over $88 on your credit card, much like many of the shoe purchases that I have gone on to regret, you will never regret this purchase. I can tell you that for a fact, because it is every moment, every time that you use this, you'll smile. You get so much bang for your buck out of this. Now, I spent close to it. What are you doing over there?
Do that
All
again.
I can see out of my peripheral vision is Bill giggling like a schoolgirl.
I don't know what I just did, but it was really cool.
I know, and I'm like, what are you doing?
And that's where you're gonna have fun with
there?
Apple. I'm showing you augmented reality. So I'm gonna just take this card and stick it right underneath. Look at this. It's my Apollo launch pad right over here. It brought this card to life, and watch what happens. The tower went away because it's blasting off. It's gonna go through the stages of of space separation. Thank you, Rick. The producers helped me out with those big words. But this is what's really phenomenal. This is called, again, AR, augmented reality. And how does this work? You need the processor to keep up with it. How am I getting this to operate? With a playing card that I just put underneath the camera, and it's allowing it to come to life. What am I showing you? Oh my God, it's finding a lunar module. This is just, I'm blown away. And the thing is, this is gonna take us to the moon, everybody, on an iPad. But the fun part about, oh, there's the lunar module. So it went from a rocket to the lunar module. But the power of what I'm showing you is augmented reality is becoming more and more prevalent.
Yeah.
Sure, it seems like it's a playing card, but there are actually apps. If you want to get around the mall, it's like, how do I find my way to the restroom or the food court? You can go to their app or their webpage, and it'll direct you through the mall.
Isn't that wild?
Through the airport.
Well, boy, talk about real estate in the future.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's a